Assholes Anonymous is sponsored by Executive Art and Bazaar the Coffee Bar. Check us out on the Executive Art YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for notifications. Hello, good people.
It's me, snitches.
It is us, Assholes Anonymous.
We live.
Leaning all over me.
I apologize. Shouts out to Michelob Ultra.
Yeah, someone like that. We trying to make something happen. Yeah, we up in Bazaar the Coffee Bar.
Yes, sir.
Hey, one of the great sponsors along with Executive Art.
This dope
art on the wall. And I am your
buy it for your
gracious
chick on Valentine's Day and shit.
and scrumptious.
Nigga, scrumptious. Delicious.
What you got more damn pronouns than damn binary motherfuckers.
A whole pause.
That's what my female followers, female followership. I got, you know what I'm saying? I got to look out for them too. You know, put it out there. Host, Kinkin on the building. And next to me,
Best of them. It's your boy J Wood, J Black, all of that.
Darkness. Okay, and then next to him we got my man.
It's your boy Maxwell, a.k.a. the Hood Hulk Hogan.
Off the top rope.
A.k.a. the Sultan of Shit Talk. Let's get it.
There you go. And next to him,
I am the man that they call Hair God.
Mr. Translucent himself.
A.k.a. Birmingham Drake.
Okay. All right. And then on the end, across yonder.
Yo, last but not least, is your boy Machiavellian. Let's get it.
Okay.
Hail Mary.
Now,
Bring $40.
Now,
Quick, see. Oh,
I really want to get into this whole something that's really been irking me as of late.
Okay.
Some Irkin Keno?
Yeah, man, it's irking me as of late.
Impossible.
Penicillin can help all
It gets on his nerves.
Yeah, penicillin kill it, man.
and two steroid shots.
Well, you know,
And a $30 on his neck fresh off the drive-by.
I only been fucking with your hoes. Silent.
What you talking about?
Hey, but one of the big things I've been noticing lately is how black men in particular around are kind of seeming to be fearful to try.
Yep.
To even go out there and put forth their best effort for fear of failure or people saying something to them about them not being.
Now, are you talking about in life or dating or?
In general, like it's becoming one of those things where it's becoming sad. Like even you see people get so comfortable if you don't hit the high bar, like if they don't become the football player or the rapper or the blah blah blah, right? They good with settling with being on the low end of what it is, get comfortable in a groove and say, okay, I can live like this. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't really try to take control of situations on a lot of time. Like us in general, like it's a lot of dudes that sit around and wait on somebody else to do it for them, no matter what it is.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like even inside their relationship, you know, even to me, I can find myself when you talk about dealing with relationships, just on the sit back and let me see what's gonna happen next. You know what I'm saying? Let me see how this gonna move.
Instead of being intentional about
instead of being proactive and going out there and
I gave her the wings. Let's see what happens.
You know what I'm saying? Right. But in a lot of situations, you're looking at a situation where you can take control of a situation, step out, and kind of, you know what I'm saying, move it in the direction you want to go. But for the fear of, I don't want to fuck this up, you don't do nothing. You just wait. You know what I'm saying? Wait on the
stupid or something like that.
I mean, and then you find it in business. You deal with black men in particular in business, and it's I'm not gonna be proactive because I ain't gonna be the one to fuck it up. Or I'm not gonna be, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna
look stupid out here doing.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but failing is a part of learning. You know what I'm saying? Like, in order to walk, you know what I'm saying? You gotta fall. You know what I mean? That's just a part of what it is. And people don't want to take the chances, you know what I'm saying, to fall. Like take this podcast, for instance, right? We don't have the big views and, you know what I'm saying, all this kind of stuff that go on. And people will look around, they may laugh and they'll say, why they doing that? And blah, 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 this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? And then you got to look at, if you give in to that, you quit tomorrow. You know what I mean? But the thing about it is that nothing is Rome wasn't built in a day. So when you going up there, you listen to all these other people say this, that, and the other, and then they don't even know what we doing it for. You see what I'm saying? Like it's like if you let other people direct you into what you're doing it for, right? They keep quitting over and over and over and over and over again.
And then they be wondering why they're so miserable with their lives.
And you give into the peanut gallery. You know, they laugh when somebody fall on their face when they trying. I'll give you a perfect example, give you a perfect story. Back in the day, I taught myself how to drive an 18-wheeler. I didn't go to driving school. I didn't have nobody teach me. I was at a job. You know what I'm saying? Believe it or not, I had a confrontation with a supervisor.
No way.
I don't even know why.
Unheard of.
You know what I'm saying? It was something that shouldn't even, come in people's mind and think I would do. But anyway, so I had a conversation with a supervisor, and we had a big meeting inside the company with the president and the vice president of the company, this, that, and the other. Come to find out that inside of the situation, I wasn't wrong. And so when we was leaving out, the vice president of the company came and told me to ride with him. She said, I ain't even got to go back to the job, just get in the truck and ride out with me. We ride around. I was in Huntsville at the time. We ride around, sit in Huntsville. He asked me what I wanted to do. Long story short, I ended up saying, I wanted to do truck driving. He said, well, on Monday, report to the truck drivers, and you know what I'm saying, we'll get you set up. So I get in there, and the supervisor over the truck drivers tells me, well, I'm going to tell you this. They got you reporting down here to me, but I'm going to tell you what I can and can't do. He said, I can't teach you how to drive a truck. He said, we ain't got time to do all that. We working already, doing what we doing.
Right.
He said, I'm going to put you on the truck with some people, and you'll be the helper. And he said, you can go down to the Department of Motor Vehicles and get you a manual and read it. And, you know what I'm saying, to pass the test, the written test. You got to pass the written test before you get your permit to be able to drive.
Right.
But here go the caveat. He tells me, if I fail it, I'm fired. You see what I'm saying? So every day I go down here, I get this book, and every night I come home after work, I go reading this book every day, blah, 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 this, that, and other. I go down, I pass the test. I passed the written test.
Right.
They wasn't expecting it, but I passed it. Came back, and so now I got a permit. Now he says, can't nobody teach you how to drive the truck. You gonna have to teach yourself. You know what I'm saying? He said, now if anybody want to give you some pointers or something like that, they can, but we working. We ain't got time to do that. Now remember, the drivers are getting paid by the mile and by the case. So by the hour don't matter, right? So whoever truck I'm on, I'm cutting their day in half because I'm the helper. Ain't nobody got a helper. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So they want me on their truck. They don't want to teach me nothing on the truck.
Right.
So we drive. They going to stop. After the stop go over, they get out the truck. They go home, and I'm still there. So every evening I'm getting out, and I'm in the parking lot teaching myself how to drive. And then you had the double clutch.
Fucking on people's truck.
You know what I'm saying? Then I had the double clutch, which I didn't know what double clutch was. So I had to read the manual to figure out what I had to do in order to get that. So I'm around there at double clutch, and I can't back up for shit. Every day, the people in the office is coming out of work looking at me laughing. The people I used to work with in the other department laughing. Every day. It was somebody like, I'm out there every day. I can't bag this bitch up for shit, right? He tells me if I fail the driver test, I'm fired because they ain't got no position for me. So I'm out there. One black guy that I had rolled with one day, he gave me one pointer, and I got it. I could bag that bitch up. He just told me to look in the mirrors. You know what I'm saying? Told me how to look in the mirrors, blah, blah, blah. So I got it. But didn't nobody else know I got it. So they sent me over there, tell me this today, I got to go down here and take this driver's test. If I come back, if I fail, it's over, right? I go down in I go to the test. As I do the thing, the last thing I got to do is bag the bitch up. For the first time ever, it was the most perfect bag into a parking space I had ever did in my life. You hear me? I jumped out that truck cheering for, boy, praising God, kissing the ground, boy. I don't even know the Lord. That day, Jesus wept with me.
Can't even tell a verse.
So I get up out the ground, and I'm excited. I'm getting ready to go back. I tell the old man that took me down there, old white guy. I said, I passed him, get the keys, go over there. He said, son, I'm gonna drive back. He said, son, they didn't think you was gonna pass this test. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody think you gonna pass, cause ain't nobody showed you nothing. You know what I'm saying? You know, they didn't show you how to do the inspection on the
They
shirt.
purposely set you up to lose.
Bruh, they didn't show me how to inspect the truck, what to do in the truck, none of that. All that I had to read. I read all that and did it. Now, as people going to driving school, they go up there and get it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody tell them step by step how to do it, what the
And they
sequence
still
is.
be out here fucking up.
But, right. I had never in my life had nobody even tell me how to do it. Right? So then I'm coming back. He said, son, I'm proud of you. He said, look, I wasn't expecting you to pass. He said, I'm going to drive back. When they see me get out the truck driving, they're going to think that you failed. You know what I'm saying? He said, play it to the fullest of his name. He said, son, I can't even express to you how proud I am. He said, I didn't even think that you was going to get this far. I didn't even think you was going to pass the written part. I get down there. I go to the office. I'm getting out the truck. We walking back up there. Before I get into the office, the supervisor said, well, you know, we're going to have to let you go. I said, let me go tomorrow on a new route because I passed my test. I throw my license down on the thing, happy shit.
So
he was shocked. Shocked shit out of it.
Perplexed.
So what you're trying to say is you passed the trucking test for all black men of America.
Well, no. It was. What it was what I'm saying
Cue the
is.
montage music.
Well, no. It's even deeper than that. What I'm actually saying is that it was everything that was set up for me to quit. Everything was set up for me to go.
No, right.
But the moment I bagged that truck into that space, right, I made $30,000 more than I made the year before. That was an instant $30,000. You see what I'm saying? Just by bagging that truck into that space. I get up there, I go into the first day in the driver's meeting, I go in there, I'm excited, right? And I'm talking to the other drivers and I'm telling all the other black drivers this and I man, you know, we need to get a truck. We can go out here and do all this stuff. Slow down, young buck. You know what I'm saying? I like what I'm doing, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. Then they start laughing at me. And I'm like, what's so funny about wanting to get more than what you got right now? You working for somebody who don't care nothing about you. They sending you all over the place. You breaking your back on this truck, taking all these groceries off of Look, we pull up in an 18-wheeler. We running groceries off for restaurants all up and down everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You may have 20 stops in a day. With a full 18-wheeler truck, by the end of the day, you empty. And you did that by yourself with a hand truck coming off the back of a truck. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you making some money, but you dying.
Can I ask a question real quick?
Slowly killing yourself.
Out of all the people in the country or just the world over who generate any kind of income, out of those people who are generating an income, how many of those people are entrepreneurs? The question I'm asking is, are there more employees than entrepreneurs?
Probably so.
Okay. Now, my follow-up question is this. And you said that it's a lot of black men who are afraid to step out on that faith of entrepreneurship in some relationships, but you really harped on entrepreneurship. So it seems like it's really a thorn in your side. Let me ask you this. Would you say that some people in the community or not recognize that the average entrepreneur generates between $43,000 to $56,000 a year? Maybe and I'm just saying, maybe they don't want to sacrifice and I'm not saying it's wrong or right. I'm just asking the question. They don't want to sacrifice as much. Oh, but he gave a 10-minute diatribe, but it's cool.
I'm still going.
But they don't want to sacrifice as much just to get the same thing that they would have gotten putting in 40 hours. I mean, there's 168 hours in the week. I'll put in 120 at my business, or I could put in 40 here and get the same income. I'm just asking, is it possible?
It's possible. What I'm saying is, inside the situation, though, we looking at a situation where it's an understanding. Like they know it's a different world out there. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like somebody who say you just jump out on blind faith and don't have no idea about what's gonna happen to you next, right? Because the caveat of the story is that, so when they made me mad, I told them 1 year from the day I'm gonna go on vacation, I'm gonna quit, I'm gonna go buy me a truck, and I'm gonna start my own business. 1 year from that day, I quit. I went down to Leeds with no money, bought a truck, sent my ex-wife home. You know what I'm saying? Told her to leave. She was talking shit. I told her, take your ass home. You know what I'm saying? Don't leave me out here. I said,
your ass on somewhere.
I ain't coming back without a truck. Right?
Right.
I left that. I came back, I had a truck. I started working at Walmart distribution center in Shelbyville, Tennessee. That day, the day I bought that truck and got in that truck, I made $80,000 more that next year than I made the year before.
The day you got in the truck, you made that $80,000.
It started
Or
that day.
or the year, year that you owned that truck.
But at that day, I had the potential to make that much money.
Right.
When I got it, as soon as I got in that truck,
right.
my future was set. I had on the phone, I had a homeboy who called some brokers before I even bought the truck.
Right.
He was just a dude. He was like, I know he gonna get a truck. But I ain't had no money. I went out there with not a cent. I ended up on the Daimler Chrysler program. They ended up
on Freightliner and stuff like that.
Yeah. So I go up and I had 3 brokers talking to me on the phone before I even got to his house from Leeds and back to Birmingham.
Yeah.
They was talking about they could have me running tomorrow if I wanted to, blah, blah, blah. All you had to do was get your own jurisdiction and this, that, and the other. Mm-hmm. My whole thing was that if I had every excuse to quit. I had every excuse to let that shit go. You see what I'm saying? I had everything was too hard. I didn't have this, I didn't have that. I ain't have no overall experience. Mm-hmm. You know, I had never spent the night in a truck before I bought one. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. No, but I see what you're saying. Right. So, your point is not entrepreneur versus working. It's about mindset to not quit.
Right.
Okay. Mindset to keep going.
And
I
wanting
think
better.
Even if you wanted a promotion at your job, right?
Yeah. What you gonna do? Are you willing to do what it takes to go get it?
Right.
Yeah,
period.
okay.
And the issue is with a lot of black men is a lot of black men, and I'm gonna just say it, act like women.
And that's what
they do.
Absolutely.
And it's not a bad, and it's not a thing about women. It's just that men shouldn't be built like that.
Well,
a lot of black men look for the easiest route. No, the easiest route.
Right.
Or for the handout. It's a reason why women want a man who can secure them financially, physically, spiritually, because naturally they're not built to survive alone.
But that's a fact of nature.
It's too many men out here acting like that.
That's a fact of nature, though.
It's not a fact of nature. It's a fact of nurture.
It's a fact of nature that all beings want the path of least resistance.
No. That's a lie.
It's
That's a lie.
I mean,
a lie.
Only in conflict.
Okay.
That's a lie.
But what is the path?
Because survival is the greatest instinct.
What is the path?
Self-preservation. Men used to have that in spades because men were raised by men and it was instilled in them. Niggas these days don't want to fight for shit and they make excuses. We can't, as men, sit here and allow men to make excuses for being mediocre. That's bullshit.
I hear you, Mark.
Bullshit. I don't let a man talk that shit.
I hear you, Mark. What the point that I'm making, it is the instinct of all beings. Don't nobody just go around looking for fights. The point that I'm making is the instinct of all beings to forward a path of least resistance. Now, where resistance meet them, and the way that they meet that resistance is something totally different. But nobody or no thing really wants as much. That's why people complain about red tape. That's why people complain about taking unnecessary ass courses in college. People complain about a lot of unnecessary things that they have to go through because people don't want all of that resistance just to get to certain shit. Now, I'm not saying that that's an excuse.
That's a damn excuse.
No, it's not an excuse. I'm simply saying that that's what that is. It's just like saying, hey, your shirt is black. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no fucking way my shirt is black. It's dark white. Oh, okay.
But get your damn out of my pocket. But y'all know me. I don't deal in theoreticals. I deal in the practical reality. We are black men in America. Our existence is resistant. Our existence is resistance. Period.
Turn it on. Put it muted.
Y'all mute it. Y'all period.
How you gonna go
Every
on the live while
The
we're
day
live?
we are born in this country, the day you leave your mother's hands
Reception shit.
and your mother's womb, you are fighting. We are at war, period. And if we don't have that mindset, we get what we get. A whole bunch of weak ass men, a whole bunch of women talking about they some fucking alphas because they don't see men being that. And then y'all cry about the women being men.
Any man that says he wants an alpha
ridiculous.
female, I automatically assume she pegs him.
Nigga. What's hilarious is what's extremely hilarious to me is we recognize that a lot of our children, period, male or female, a lot of our children are being raised solely by the women, whether that is compulsory or whether that is by choice. A lot of that is happening. And what you also see is a lot of the things that the community over are complaining about men is coming from homes generally led by women. A lot of the times, blame is placed on the parent that is not there.
As it probably should be.
I mean, no, I'm not necessarily sure that that's true, and I don't necessarily disagree with the notion either. I can't say, but what I will say is it's an awfully rich thing to blame the parent that is not present when the parent that is has a lot more influence, and I'm not. I'm not placing the lion's share of blame anywhere. I'm just saying it's a rich theory to have. I mean, it's a lot of different ways you can hypothesize the issue.
But in reality, you are upset with women for not being a man and knowing how to raise them. That's just fucking crazy.
I'm gonna pose the question to everybody up here.
Okay.
Right? Let's go on some shit. How much effort do you give to pursue what you want in life, your dream?
I give a shitload of effort.
Shit, I'm doing that now. I'm giving 110.
You sure? I'm saying like,
Oh, no, yeah.
Look like
Yeah,
like I said, it's a difference between saying I wake up thinking about it and I wake up doing.
No, I wake up
But here's
doing
the thing,
about
though.
it.
Yeah.
No, but here's the thing. I think a lot of times what you may think someone's dream is may not be. Like, I know what my dreams are, and I know what my goals are, and I know that I wake up every day and do something to accomplish those things. Every day.
But then I also think like some people get mad at you for not dreaming big enough, but your dream
Ain't my dream.
no, your dream is bigger than the people around you.
I agree with that.
Right.
So sometimes they be like, your dream ain't big enough, but coming from where you came from, it's probably the biggest dream anybody in your circle ever had.
Right.
So
And I have a hard time. I deal with that. I have a hard time with that too. Like sometimes the things that you want for other people is more than they want for themselves. And
you can't
the
make them
hard
want
part,
more.
and one of the hardest part about it is that from 48 laws of power, you know what I'm saying? Don't try to save the drowning man because that motherfucker pull you under, right?
Right.
What happens is a lot of times you end up getting caught up in the whirlwind of getting pulled under, trying to, you know what I'm saying?
Trying to save
Save people,
happens.
put them in and you have
Don't
to let them
save
go.
her. She
You know what
don't
I'm
wanna
saying?
be
When
saved.
they can't be what you need them to be, you gotta let them go.
You need them to be or want them to be.
No. What you need them to be. Because you need them to be a certain kind of way in order for y'all to move forward.
Right.
And if they can't be what you need them to be, you got to let them go. That come from women. That come from women. That come from men dealing with women. That come from women dealing with men. And this is one of the hardest parts about our community that we have is that we have a lot of people that don't let the other motherfucker go.
Some people don't want to deal with the emotional stress that comes behind letting that
Hey,
person go.
but in order for you to be better, you gotta move.
But you just asked the pertinent question. You asked about, is this what you really want? Is this what you really dream about? Hey, some people got the folks that they dream about or the situation that they dream about, and that struggle is part of the price that they have to pay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I agree with that.
I agree with that, definitely.
It ain't my business to even be in their business.
no.
Struggle by yourself.
And that's my problem. But we talking about as far as
What's up with you and this accent the past 2 weeks?
yeah, we talking about moving to let's say you wanted to be a CEO of Fortune 500 company,
Word.
right? And Max is one of your idea guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're a good idea guy. You feel like this guy can help move us to the direction that we can become I can get to the CEO position. He could be the vice president. He could be CFO. All this kind of shit right there, right? Mm-hmm. And then in the process, Max tell you, I want to be a CFO. I want to be right there with you when you CFO, this, that, and the other. Then Max give you mailroom boy effort.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like he don't give you the effort to say, oh, you know
I'm interested. I want to do this.
No, give you the effort to say, okay, we gonna have to work this hard to be that, right? Again, I throw you your mail when it come up to you. You know what I'm saying? Blase. Now at that point, you gotta stop fucking with Max.
Okay.
You do.
You see what I'm saying? Right. Because Max can't be what you need him to be for you to be where you need to go. It's the same thing with chicks that be complaining about dudes at home playing PlayStation all day, right? Why did you even entertain that shit in the first place when you knew that one where you was trying to go? When you see he couldn't be what you needed him to be. The first time you put that semi-ultimatum out, is me or this machine, and he chose the machine. Why you stayed?
Was this nigga at work 68 hours this week, and is you mad at this nigga now? Because he's taking a break on or is he on that? Is he on that box? 68 hours a week and not working.
Either way it go. Even if he was 68 hours a week and he came home.
I'm just talking shit.
No. This real shit though. Even if he was 68 hours a week and he came home and he wanted to chill out with PlayStation, right? And she still don't agree with that, right?
Yeah.
She gotta stop fucking with him.
Okay. Time is of the essence.
You know what I'm saying? She got to, because he ain't gonna never be happy. He ain't gonna never be happy, because she gonna always
complain.
She gonna always throw some shit in
the
his face.
So she hear that beat come on with that PlayStation, goddamn.
Right, find something for you to do. You know what I'm saying? You know the gutters ain't clean.
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all this though, man. For some of y'all, happiness is overrated. Go on, stick it out till he die and get that insurance money.
I'm with you on that. Huh? I'm with you on that for real. I'm telling all these women, y'all need to stay with your husband. He cheated, so what? You ain't find shit out.
Y'all gonna listen to this nigga. Y'all gonna be 56 years old listening to this nigga Keno. Hey, I'm telling y'all, look, it's this.
You want y'all single.
It's
you want y'all single so you can talk about you.
So you can feast on y'all.
Content creation. You are creating content for us. No. And we're gonna talk about you.
No.
Now, it's gonna be that one day your ass gonna make it.
One of the things what I always say is win at the level you can win at.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't telling you to go out here and be something over the top outrageous that you can't be. You play in the field where you can win at. If you a dude and you win by showing your pocket, win by showing your pocket. If you a dude and you win by doing poetry, win by doing poetry. It's not your fault that you winning. It's somebody else's fault that if they trying to compete with you, if they ain't beating you.
And they got step they should have.
And that's, you know what I'm saying? And that's my whole thing about that. But when you got somebody at home that can't be what you need them to be, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Is that a win?
Nope. No.
You know what
it's
I'm
a
saying?
win. You don't want to die alone. It depends on what the game is.
Oh, okay.
Because a lot of these women out here, honestly,
I could buy a dog and not die alone.
but that dog can't bury him. Dog can't bury him. Dog gonna die first.
Yeah, they ain't burying no
Dog anyway. They gonna get that
Just give me that Viking burial. Like just push my body out into the lake and
they gonna get that plot line. I mean, everybody know how I'm gonna die. I want to be, sit on fire like Achilles. In my mama backyard, they sit me on fire, 2 corners on my eyes. They sit me on fire, I'm good.
Are they gonna shoot the arrow in the air? They just gonna walk up and
sucking me.
I don't give a fuck.
They probably gonna. I bet they use a big lighter to light that bitch up too.
Hey,
They gonna barbecue some ribs on this.
they can use the lighter fluid and a little tray. I don't care. I'm gonna be dead anyway. It ain't gonna matter. I don't care. My whole thing is this though. A lot of Keno point is accurate, but the issue with it is you can do that,
Right.
and I think a lot of women out here do that right now. And what's funny is, in about 3 weeks, when I start playing, if you think you're lonely now, like Valentine's night, the shit gonna be funny. I mean, those chickens are gonna come home and roost all over their empty ass bed.
Y'all sung WAP all year long to be single on Valentine's Day.
Hey, I'm just saying,
Favor is not there.
I want y'all to know something, man. Ain't nothing wrong with being single on Valentine's Day. But there's also nothing wrong
It's expensive
with paying
if
one
you're
of your
single.
local gigolos to accompany you,
Hey, listen.
for the evening.
Hey,
You live in equal times now, right? You know what I'm saying? Pay for it.
Pay for it. Pay to play.
Pay for it.
Y'all already be making posts on Facebook talking about dudes is easy and shit.
Yes.
Get your little nasty ass.
And I want you to understand this too before I go for about my 10-minute diatribe at the beginning of this.
It's all good.
They only record 8. No. But to go take that a little to take the whole little thing a little farther though. Since we talking about the situation about people not stepping up, this, that, and the other. I want y'all to understand this as we float into another kind of subject. I want y'all to remember this. Us black people as a whole, we got a new president and a new vice president
Oh, y'all want to talk about
in
that?
office, right? That we didn't ask them for shit. So I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I don't want to hear that complaining about what we ain't got and what we ain't getting shit. Cause you didn't ask them for shit.
You just said get Trump out.
Oh man, you
just said get Trump out.
Nah, and I'm gonna give you a caveat. You know what I'm saying? This is
got
real
plenty.
shit, right? Up under Bush and Trump, I made more money.
Yeah.
I was in a better financial position.
I've heard so many black
up under
entrepreneurs
those
say
two
that.
presidents.
Dan Obama.
Way.
I've heard so many black entrepreneurs
I
say
got
that.
drained. I got destroyed up under Obama. Obama put me.
He taxed the shit out you, didn't he?
Obama put
Bad.
me $80,000 in the hole tax wise.
How in the fuck does that happen?
But somebody made some.
Because the
I don't know
Democratic
who did
Party
it,
is
it
for
wasn't
the
me. It
poor,
wasn't me.
not
Call it on
people
G.
trying to
Blame
be
it on G.
rich.
But Obama put me that
Blame
far.
on his accountant. Is that who we gonna?
I mean, that's what we should. No. Everything changed though. You got to think the tax laws changed.
It did. It changed.
It changed again.
But the crack laws changed too. So let's not sit up here.
You got to think some of the stuff.
And they also
Some of the
threw out the tax
stuff
on
at one point in
inheritance.
time I didn't need. Other stuff I did, you know what I'm saying? As you know what I'm saying, it had to change.
Right.
And you being who you are sometimes, it's an ignorance that go in sometimes with you not being in a position of making money. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, because
Don't know what you don't know.
It's a level of people that only know at the end of January, I'm getting me a check.
I'm finna buy me a new Crown
You know what I'm
Vic.
saying?
And when I started making more money than I made before,
I'm about to let my baby dad
I'll never
flip my
forget,
check.
I was working at Mercedes and T-Bones. I looked T-Bone in his face. I was like, hey, bro. I said, bro, I showed him one of my chicks. I was like, I said, my rent already paid. What else am I supposed to do with this?
Oh yeah, hold it so you can
That's the thing. Like, I'm one of those people that ask people with more money than me what the fuck I'm supposed to do with excess money.
hold it so you can pay tax.
Like, right. And this nigga was like, set up 3 accounts.
Yeah, I
and
found-
then went to the whole
I found that shit out the
I'm not
hard
giving
way.
you free game. You gotta pay for that.
I found that shit out the hard way.
But-
as far
but-
as
but-
House you niggas. And I ain't even got an iPhone.
But I do want to say, we know from the beginning of this presidency already that they said
I'm sorry.
reparations is totally off the table. You'll never see it.
Getting all of these stimulus checks, but they
You
can't.
gonna get some of these stimulus.
Bruh.
Let me go ahead and do it, fellas. Okay, do it. Come on,
Black America, let me explain why you will never get reparations.
So the people can see his face.
No, I need to see my face. I don't want to see my face. This is why you will never get reparations, especially from a Democratic administration. Because in your pain, they make progress. And here's what I mean by that. Progress.
a lot.
Here's what I mean by that. Think about it like this. If they pay every black person reparations, say that number ended up being $500,000 per black person, right?
Okay.
When that happens, it's over. They owe us nothing. They don't owe us affirmative action. They don't owe transgenders any shits. They don't owe women nothing because all of those laws, all that civil rights type legislation is piggybacked off the struggle of black people.
Yes.
So when they give us that reparation check, they gonna say y'all niggas are equal now.
Bye.
Get out the mud. All your legislation, all this, we are women and all that out the window. They gonna treat you like a white man. Period. So, as a Democrat they think like, yo,
We have
we
to
let
be the
this-
people of the poor.
if we let this happen, what's our platform? Why are we needed? So they can't let it happen. It's the same reason that women would never make as much as men, because white men have seen what that looks like, because they see how they helped black women become more educated than black men and how it destroyed their families. White men will never allow their women to not need them. That's why you will never see women make more than men or make as much, because white men will never let their women not need them because they want to keep their family structured. Period. I mean, like, y'all can say
Y'all some shit out of love when we get these soundboards.
it's just the truth.
But wait.
It is Machiavellian law. This shit has been this way since forever. Y'all don't like history. Y'all slept through history classes, and that's why y'all dumbasses repeat it year after year after year.
They'll get their reparations.
Imagine this.
They'll
A
get
lot
their
of the
reparations
times,
from the
a
Democrats.
lot of times, what
and
do
then
you
turn
hear?
around and become Republicans to keep their damn money.
That's what I did.
Mark,
Exactly what I did.
Mark, a lot of the times, what do you hear? I want a man that makes the same or more than I do.
Right.
Now, just imagine, I went to Alabama A&M, and what was that, from 2004 to 2009? Alabama A&M was well over 70% female.
Right.
To the north of us in Tennessee, at Tennessee State, in Nashville, Tennessee State, I think at the time was 82% female.
African American.
Right, and that's a HBCU. Florida A&M, over 70%. North Carolina A&T, over 70%. So I'm saying that to say this. You you have a group of women who are way more educated and have well, I'm not even going to say access.
Wrap it up,
access, and they have a very, very, very high earning potential. You have blue collar, a lot of blue collar men whose earning potential is not. I guess the schedule of their earning potential is not as fast tracked as those women coming out of school or even into their career. So that causes issues too. Do you agree or do you disagree?
Oh, I agree.
Oh, no, yeah.
No, go ahead.
No. Yeah, man.
Bush was agreeing.
We agree. We know exactly why this happened.
What?
He was over there clapping for you. Bush was over there clapping for you.
I know, we know exactly why it happens. But the issue is people don't recognize it because they are benefiting from it. They don't recognize it until they hit mid-30s with no kids, and they like, shit.
Or with the kids.
You're
Or
average
with
at
the kids,
best.
because
You're
you know
gonna
they
die
were
alone.
fucking out.
Yeah,
They were fucking out. 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade. And look, and I'm not judging y'all sisters, but y'all know how our culture is. We're talking about our culture, and y'all ain't stopped fucking out till like 28, 29. Some of y'all.
Maybe. That's a
Got married at 31. Girl, bitch, this the one right here.
Now, but so basically what we're saying is that
Weird flex, but okay.
if there's no disenfranchised black people, there's no Democratic Party.
Exactly.
They need you in poverty.
And you know what's funny about this is?
So they need us to be poor and
They need us to need them.
Yeah, okay.
And here's the other thing. This is what Trump's strategy was. This is how Trump got all the poor white people to follow him. It's the exact same shit.
He told them they was better than us.
No, he told them, I'm going to take care of you. He did the exact same shit. Trump was a Democrat for most of his damn life. He used the exact same playbook, did it to poor white people.
Apologize to him.
Right, did it to poor white people, and boom. It is what it is.
Well, you apologize.
Snoop apologized to him for being so hard on him. You know what I'm saying?
Because Snoop realized you on that part.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he got that part. He said, Snoop said, you know.
Hey,
Bro, at the end of the real
y'all be on me and Bush head though.
Y'all be on my fucking head when I be telling y'all bullshit and telling y'all these folks that pretend like they hate Trump, they be grifting and shit like that. Just like the whole bullshit with Kodak Black. I knew he wasn't no damn real Trump supporter, but I knew he was gonna say something so he can go ahead and get that pardon.
Can you blame him?
That's what I'm saying.
Same thing with Lil Wayne.
Same thing, I know it.
And then the killing part about it, if folks think Lil Wayne had leverage, no, motherfucker, Donald Trump had leverage in that situation. Go ahead and endorse me, and when something happened to you, I got you.
Right. Look at all.
Something already happened to him. He already had a charge.
He was already in charge.
Look at all the people who he did pardon, like Ariel, and those
Man, he
are all
ain't
people
part.
that are
Man,
connected.
he ain't part Joe Exotic, bro. I'm highly upset.
Exotic is not
You know
connected.
why he ain't playing Joe Exotic?
He can't do that.
He gay.
gay.
Yeah.
Trump can't pardon gay people.
Yeah, he ain't gonna do that.
No.
Now, y'all know them.
I still,
conservatives with a
I
love
still
kick.
believe some of them pardons that he gave out to appease some people so they don't press criminal charges against them.
He didn't.
They ain't gonna do it.
He didn't actually pardon anybody who was in there for actual rape.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Because that was a lot of other people that they were talking about Bill Cosby.
And if y'all
and all
notice,
these other people.
he
QAnon
didn't
and all
pardon
that.
anybody
Pizza
black
Gate, blah,
that
blah,
had
blah.
some influence either.
What do you mean by that? Kodak Black got all the influence,
Shut
G.
your ass
So
up.
for the people that you looking
Okay. If he had pardoned Big Meech has the power to galvanize the streets.
Well,
on
Big
some
Meech-
on some fight for our rights type shit.
Nigga,
If he
get the
chose
fuck
to,
You really think? You really think Trump got out first time years?
Burn the camera. Get
I'm gonna do the right thing for my fucking country.
You sit your ass here and talk about nothing. And if you actually pay attention to what I say, I'm not saying the nigga that changed his life, but niggas on the streets will actually listen to Big Meech before they listen to your ass.
That's true, but still, galvanize what's nigga.
Hey, if you
I don't think.
I don't think it would
The
happen.
only thing changed with Big Meech is his damn muscle ass.
what about Jeff Fort?
Who?
What about Larry Hoover?
No,
They'll never get a pardon because they'll get out of jail and actually do some shit. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm saying all that to say that.
I mean, that's just like when white people on my Twitter page was like pissed off that he didn't pardon Snowden and Assange.
right.
Some of y'all people don't know who them people are.
Julian Assange.
That is equivalent. I have to give you credit for that.
Yeah.
Julian Assange is equivalent to pardoning my king Larry.
I'm saying.
Go through development all day. Y'all already know.
There was so many white people on my Twitter feed
Niggas
that
that
was pissed
actually
off
make a
about
difference.
that.
He's not finna pardon him, bro.
but
He'll
you know,
pardon Kodak
so-
Black
so-
because
so-
Kodak Black gonna lead you down the wrong road anyway.
So we're trying to say that Eric Snowden, Larry Hoover are in the same class.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No, we're not. We couldn't possibly.
But they are.
We're not.
Eric Snowden
No, they're
and
not.
Big Meech. What kind of connection to national or international intelligence does Larry Hoover or Demetrius have?
No.
Hold on. You don't know more about Larry Hoover. About me. Do you know how hard it is to smuggle in tons of cocaine?
No, I
He's a
don't.
logistical genius, number one.
The nigga is an ambassador.
Number two,
Because you gotta talk that shit with them foreigners.
right.
Y'all gotta
The nigga should be an ambassador.
Let him get the point across. Go ahead.
My point is serious though.
If they got him out, they have him working for the feds.
I mean, by anyone who has the business acumen to make $100 million, no matter what industry they're in, has value.
A lot of value.
Okay,
period.
but see, I don't think that was the road that Trump was looking at. I don't think it was.
No. I
Okay,
feel like a lot of
he go to two things that he probably was looking at more than anything. As far as entertainers was concerned, after office, right?
Who are the ones that would keep black people dumb?
No,
Kodak Black.
Nope.
he don't think like that. Trump ain't that smart.
Somebody literally came to him and probably said, "Hey, you should let go and get
He
Kodak
going
Black
back-
out."
He going back into entertainment in some form.
Right. He gonna need it.
You gonna
favor, right?
Ed already said from the beginning he was talking about doing some kind of show after he got out of
He
prison.
wants to do his own news network. I think that
and
We
to bring
damn
in
sure
the
can't do it on
entertainment
Parler.
value for people to be doing promos for him that owe him and you know what I'm saying, to say okay this, that, and the other, and he didn't do Harry O for Harry O, he did Harry O for Snoop.
Right, I know.
You know what I'm saying? It went for
He
Harry
needed
O.
it. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? So as far as Meech and all them concerned, there's nothing Meech can do for him entertainment wise.
It's transactional. Trump's always been transactional. Yeah.
There's nothing Larry for a favor.
Bro, I was in Chicago, 4th of July.
I'm still trying to figure out why he pardoned that Detroit mayor though.
Hey, man,
For the same reason. Thank you. That's what I'm saying.
But you
For
know
the same
why?
reason. Because he indulges in the same kind of practices
Yes, he
Trump
does. Shouts out to
indulges in.
Kwame True had your big skin.
Isn't he like a Democrat mayor?
that Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Listen.
I got a conspiracy theory, but we'll
I'm not. No, I mean, Kwame Kilpatrick. You looking at a situation where this is he is him. They're the same person. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing.
He didn't do anything.
What Kwame did would have been the same thing Trump would have did.
Right.
And all he had to
Well,
do
not
was-
only that,
or
Or what?
Trump don't want shit to do with that Flint crisis. I feel so you distract motherfuckers by letting Kwame out.
Man, he ain't got to do that.
My niggas in Michigan ain't
Now, the
paying
governor
shit.
already going to jail on that shit.
I know, but I'm just saying.
My conspiracy theory is there's certain people, because a lot of people that he pardoned were like a whole bunch of people with white collar crimes and shit like that. I believe the redacted. A lot of you don't know who the redacted is.
Yeah, we know middle-aged Republican.
Man, we get it.
Let's get it out. Get it out.
I feel like he pardoned certain people so that way they won't press charges on them afterwards.
So how the hell Kwame Kilpatrick gonna press charges on him?
Yeah, for
I'm
what
not
reason?
talking about them pressing charges. I'm talking about them trying to press charges as far as like once he leaves presidency and all of that bullshit.
Hold on. Let me stop this shit right now.
Yeah, he gonna
This
get
is
some
not QAnon.
Yeah.
I'm not QAnon.
We're not doing conspiracy theory. We're doing facts. Here's what's going to happen. On February 8th, the Senate will start the trial. Mitch McConnell has already, he's Brutus. He's
No, Mitch McConnell going to be next.
No. He's Brutus.
Yeah,
He's Brutus.
Brutus.
He's fine. Let's say it like a Julius Caesar.
Yeah.
He gonna put the knife in Caesar's back hand.
Right here.
Once Trump loses everything by being convicted, that means Secret Service goes away. His kids don't have it anymore. Once that happens, then the indictments will be easier to roll down from everywhere else.
Bro.
They holding them off until the Senate kill them. When the Senate kill them, they gonna come like vultures and pick at the carcass.
Man,
New York got the indictments waiting on the Senate.
February 8th, right down to
Watch this shit. I ain't been wrong yet. I'm like, real shit. I have not been wrong yet. I ain't been wrong yet. I ain't been wrong.
Now come February 8th, no shit happen.
Watch and see.
All right,
No.
But
That black woman in New York, she already said she's looking up
I
chop.
just need.
bruh.
Grifting.
I just need $380 rooms in
But
DC.
real talk though, man. Real talk. Have I been wrong on this at all?
Have I been wrong?
What you wrong about?
Bruh.
He was wrong about Trump. He thought Trump was gonna win.
I did.
you
So shut up.
I did.
Have I been wrong? No. I'm telling you what's gonna
She
happen,
can't
man.
wait. She said these state trials ain't got nothing to do with that. Even if
said
he had a
this?
partner, the district attorney in New York,
Right.
he said even if he had a partner himself on federal crime, it wasn't gonna have nothing to do with these state charges. His ass gonna catch in New York.
You know what's funny about that shit right now? That shit specifically, what's funny is they haven't charged his family with shit. And you know why? Because you can't pardon shit that hasn't been charged yet.
Right.
They waited until he was out of office. The shit is been to hit the motherfucking fan, and I'm gonna be sitting there like this old y'all.
Now, when the insurgency insurgency, it was all the same. All that shit happened in DC.
Yeah, what
happened in DC? Wasn't 1 out of 5
Can we really
was military,
Yes.
correct?
Yes,
One out of 5 was military.
that's why it was a coup because they was trained.
Right, so I'm sorry. I'm just.
It was cops and military.
I'm just.
My only question with that is, what could they have possibly accomplished? Had they not been able to take hostages?
But they tried to. They tried that up.
but they failed.
But you can't try. When you lose, you get your ass whooped. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Hey,
If you have a failed coup, they hang you in the middle of the public square.
Yes,
You get
firing squad.
Like,
Our firing squad is the courtroom.
yeah.
But it's coming.
So does that mean that he got 1 out of 5 people in the military support him?
Yeah, no. Hell no. It's like 90%.
Okay, so does that mean that like
That's why they
maybe they won't go after this nigga? Like, man, he got them shooters.
Bro, that's why they gonna take Trump out.
Swagger somewhere.
They will go after him because of that. The military people do not want to lose them good ass military benefits, and they don't want to go to jail for real.
Yeah,
So if I give you an order to protect them people,
you know,
over Trump,
I saw one of the guys
Trump ain't
defending
in office no more.
One of the guys defense
gonna
was
listen to?
And I'm saying these niggas is retired military too, though. I was like,
they still lose their benefits.
One of the retired military dudes, one of his defenses for what he
Shit, they ain't
did,
give a fuck about
he
who's
threw
gonna
a fire extinguisher and no, it didn't
Killed
kill
that
him.
cop.
No, it hit a policeman.
He made
It
him
didn't
brain
kill him.
dead.
But his defense was he thought that's what Trump wanted him to do.
Of course.
Right.
So he turned. He said,
You're an idiot.
They use no. They using
That
that.
was a smart defense.
They using that to go after Trump.
He pulled rank.
That is
smart.
He told them.
Right. Hey, that nigga Trump is dealing with a bunch of snitches.
And the lady, it was another lady that came there. She said the same thing. She said Trump told us
To do this.
and that's what we went to do. He's
Right. We follow our commander-in-chief.
He told us not to be weak, and he told us to go down there and do it.
every coyote that's trying to chew their way out of a damn trap?
Of course.
Yes. Especially when it fits your agenda.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
This definitely fits
Yeah.
his agenda.
Yeah.
You think, okay, who think he going to jail?
I don't.
No, man.
I think he's going. He going.
I think he's going to die before he go to jail. He gonna die.
Old rich white man.
He gonna die.
He already old right man. So death is just the next step.
Right.
I mean,
So no, man, he don't know.
Such a young
I
man.
think he'll have a heart attack and just drop dead.
there's a lot left.
I think he gonna kill him.
I mean, that's probably the only
Man, the Simpsons were not gonna. They're not gonna be wrong. Bro, a heart attack.
Bro, somebody real deal photo edited like some pictures of like fit
Kamala.
what was going
I
on.
know.
No, not Kamala. The one I think it was like Willie or some shit like that. And he had them tattoos, and they were doing like that QAnon guy with the buffalo shit on his head.
Hold on. Another question since we talk about this shit. This made me think about something else.
What up?
Who dies first, Joe or Trump?
I don't think Joe.
Which one I'm going for? Because Joe, you think Joe gonna make it 4?
Joe low key got Alzheimer's. Y'all
think
not
Joe
gonna
make
pretend
it
like he
4.
don't.
Joe gonna make it 4 years?
No. I give Joe at least 2 years, and then after that, if not, Kamala.
What exactly is
I give him 2 years, and if he don't make it, Kamala just gonna put him in a wheelchair and push him off the cliff. Like it's gonna be one or the other.
What natural cause is he going to succumb
He
to?
already old as fuck.
I'm saying, but what natural cause is he going to succumb to?
Alzheimer's.
Alzheimer's is degenerative in the brain, right? He might get
That nigga done had about 12 years.
Max, Kamala just gonna stand over his bed while he asleep and just have the pillow and just be like, go to sleep, Joe.
Never
Night, nigga, stop.
don't underestimate
Vice
COVID
President.
and the COVID vaccine. You know
One
what I'm saying?
time for Hank Aaron.
Oh, boy, you said something out loud. They might.
No, but you said the C word out loud. I didn't say the C word. I'm not saying the C word.
But anyway, yeah. So think about that vaccine. That vaccine or COVID within itself.
Yes, Jack Honey.
Natural causes because he's old as fuck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And don't discount a stripper and listen.
A heart attack from a stripper in Florida.
Yes.
And Jill's just
Camp David.
gonna be sitting in the back smiling.
Don't underestimate a stripper at Camp David down there.
I'm gonna tell you what I think.
One of the Saudi parties they throw down there.
I'll tell you what I think.
What's that?
I think that
gonna kill the president.
one way or another, Nancy
be
Pelosi
damned.
is going to
That's
rise
some
to
Marilyn
power
Monroe shit.
in the next 4 years.
I don't know how she's gonna do it.
Somebody mute this nigga.
I don't know how she's gonna do it. I mean, we just throwing out
mute this nigga.
No. The most.
Hey, shit, Kobe died.
The most common thought is Kamala Harris is gonna be the first female black president.
She is. Right.
By tomorrow.
No, she gonna win and not even run.
Right, that's what I'm
Because
saying.
Biden's gonna die. No. He ain't gonna die.
Or either get put out of office because he's mentally disturbed.
No, they will let him leave with dignity. He gonna just resign saying, yo, health concerns, trust me.
Yeah.
Health concerns, blah, 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 blah. Kamala gonna get it 2 years in office and then run it and be in office 12 years. Watch. No, 10 years.
10 years.
Watch and see. Watch and see what happens.
I mean, that's what it feels like.
I can take that.
Y'all ain't got no choice. Y'all gonna take that like Diddy. Take that. But shit, she ain't got a platform worth shit, though.
She ain't got a platform worth shit.
Hey, here's my PSA to the Republicans. If y'all don't tell Ted Cruz to shut the fuck up,
That nigga Ted Cruz funny as fuck.
That was supposed to been telling me.
Ted Cruz winning though.
Ted, no, he is not. He
Yes, he
keeps
is.
foot in his mouth.
They need to
Bro, you looking at this from your point of view. On their side, Ted Cruz and the Hankersley guy.
That's what I
Out of
think.
Missouri?
I think that's what I think.
You know what's funny about that dude right there? He is out here talking about I'm for the common man. This motherfucker is the son of
This nigga rich as
a banking CEO,
He like 25,
undergrad at
ain't he?
Stanford, Yale Law School, but I'm for the common man. Boy,
like 25.
boy, 25 years old. Ain't shit, boy. They lie to your ass with a straight face.
You know the other woman, that woman that was up there
Being a real
staunch Trump supporter that's in the Senate. She rich as shit.
Right. Rich as shit. Tell everybody that.
Billion. Yeah.
On the national level and not be a millionaire. That's why I laugh when they talk about Obama wasn't rich. That's a fucking lie.
Right.
You can't run if you already got $1 million yourself. It's not gonna work.
Hey, did y'all know that nigga Trump still got $70 million in his campaign coffers?
Yeah, because they dumbass gave it to him.
And he talking about he want to start a MAGA party.
Party.
Oh yeah, Patriot Party.
Man. Bush doing the logo for it.
Correction. I'm one of those few people that's probably sitting back and waiting for Ron Paul to run for president.
For what? He ain't gonna win.
You like to be a part of losing squad, don't you?
Not even.
You know what this is?
Okay.
This is Stockholm syndrome.
Who is his son? Who is his son?
Who's son?
Rand Paul. I think he's talking about the son, Rand Paul.
You talking about Rand? I hope you talking about. You talking about Ron Paul? You talking about the dad?
Oh God.
The dad already. And then the son is the biggest Trump supporter there is.
Not him.
So
You got a better chance of Pastor Chris.
I'm talking about the party motherfuckers.
I know. I mean, the thing is, this. I don't think that a third party in the next one could win, but I mean, it's trending that
That's
way.
the only way I'm going to vote.
It's
If it's a
trending
third
that way.
party,
It's trending that way.
I'll vote locally though.
Man, but when it's all said and done, here go the thing about this whole thing, right? We'll talk politics and we'll say these different things, right? But none of the people that's out here really care about politics.
No.
Even though it affects their life every day. Most of them will tell you, I don't deal with that kind of stuff. I don't pay it no attention. I don't, you know what I mean? Blah, blah, blah. But it's the lifeblood of everything that they got going on. Right. Like most people don't understand why certain things change because you get comfortable getting in the groove that you in.
And you depend on celebrities to tell you what's going on in the
world. You
world.
get comfortable in that lifestyle. You really don't want to shake up the apple cart. And you know what I'm saying? So you really don't want to do nothing to affect where you at. Right. So you don't really do too much to get out of it, or you know what I'm saying? Blah blah. You definitely don't want to go down. So you stay where you at the whole time, and all this other stuff that go on around them don't seem to affect them because they ain't got nothing to do with them.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But when like we'll say when Obama was in office and he was giving all these these folks Obama phones and cash for clunkers and shit like that. Oh, they were happy. I mean,
Happy as a lark.
Listen, man.
And what y'all gonna do? When you gonna give them that goddamn stimmy?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I want my stimmy, goddamn.
I mean, you gotta think about it when you got a girl that popped up when Obama first got in office, she ended up getting over $1,000 a month in food stamps. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That was regular. You know what I mean?
I want my stimmy.
You know what I'm saying?
I do want my 1,400. I do want my 1,400.
I mean, and then after he won that second term, all that shit went away.
Right.
I knew a girl with two.
With two, she got a rack.
Yep.
You get food stamp. You trying to tell me?
You know what the issue is? Y'all don't know what y'all doing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what y'all doing. These chicks out here getting that
Trying to sell they stamps.
That stamps 2020.
Let us get over with now, though.
Yeah, it's over now. It's a done.
She said I came, but she said I'm retired from them.
But they was making, and then like I said, they had the Obama phone. You had cash for clunkers.
Yeah.
You had.
They were giving you $15,000 to buy houses. Obama came out giving away all kind of money. Y'all were that young and shit. Right. He was giving away all kind of money. $15,000. No one put a down payment on no fucking house from fucking what there was 08 till.
And everybody who did it. You dummies were doing these loans.
You got a flex fuel car. You got extra money on the tax rebate for having a flex fuel car.
He did all that shit. But he took that way out.
No, the caveat to that was when it had to be a GM car. Right. Because that was in his portfolio.
No, GM.
He was trying to save the auto industry
because he was losing money.
Yeah, but
he was like, I gotta bail them out because I'm losing money.
So if you got a Ford, you was asked out.
Yep.
Basically.
Because Ford didn't take the loan though.
Right.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. It was something to it the whole time.
Hey.
It was GMGE. Who else got saved?
Man, don't talk about the king.
I need y'all to quit being so emotional about politics. This shit is very black and white.
But it's hard for you not to be emotional with most of these campaigns. Most of these campaigns run off of fucking emotions.
Exactly. Everything.
Emotions, identity politics,
And you gonna be
that shit like that. If that wasn't the case, they wouldn't have motherfuckers doing a damn rap battle for a damn president campaign.
Everything is done for
I
a
ain't
place
forget
of
that
emotion.
shit.
Even the
I ain't even forget the shit with the damn
stand up for
strippers.
logic.
Only to certain people.
I didn't.
Only to certain people that matters.
Right.
It's only certain people that conversation, that debate matter. That those campaign commercials and all that shit matter. It's only certain people that it matter to, and it's only people who only look to vote at a certain time of the year.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody else knew what their alliance was before the commercial went up for the first time. You knew where your money was and how you was gonna make it.
Damn, I said this shit when we was talking about, man, never mind, man. Because when I said that shit about Stacey Abrams, y'all niggas was like, I didn't say that. She get to work. Nah, these motherfuckers.
You and Mark had that conversation.
She did do the work. She did the work because
She talked to the promotional last She did do that.
this not gonna be comfortable, but it's the truth. Certain people work well in the field. Some people work well in the house. I'm gonna leave it at that.
You house niggas and you feel niggas.
So who's in the field and who's in the house? Let's keep it above.
Who was the liaison between the two?
Like I said, there's only been one president under 6 foot. Only one, and that was W, and everybody loved W. But and then
I grew to love W.
Amazing.
yeah,
Michelle Obama gave George W. Bush a piece of candy, and y'all forgot all the bullshit that happened.
I know we did.
No.
Man. Right there with Trump. Trump made his shit go away quick.
Basically.
Quick. But being real, aesthetics matter. And much people want to tell you, look at their soul and the heart and their character.
Right.
I can't see your character until I physically see you.
Right.
Period.
And that's true.
In relationship or in politics.
Right.
Period. So he's the only one. Him and Bush. Blackie.
Damn bathroom hooch.
But anyway, my point being, our original president over 6 foot because taller men are seen as having more authority. Beautiful women get chance after chance after chance. That's why Kamala
Got a lot of chances.
literally caught sleeping with a married man. Willie Brown.
And
Sweet dick Willie Brown out of San Francisco. Didn't matter.
right, and it never came up. Now
They didn't even bring up the husband for real.
Trump didn't bring it up.
Right.
Trump talk about everybody.
Everybody.
He didn't
It
bring
didn't
it
come
up.
up at all. It didn't.
That's a lie.
He said that's a lie.
Trying to go through the whole
Eisenhower Pablo Boys filed 10. Look at
You know what's funny, man? It never shocks me when
East
your
Sider
greatest
likes our
critic
shit.
is someone who looks like you. But that's okay.
Or aspire to be.
That's okay. I understand.
It's okay to be wrong about 3 out of 46 presidents, though. Also, bro. He just said something. Get out.
Are you really on Google like typing presidents one by one?
None of them are the 5'10", though. None of them are the 5'10".
He's so much.
What's funny is the average height for a man in the country is 5'9".
Hey, son.
So even them are taller than the average man.
Average height
You're only going to
man
go
is 5'8".
Son, you're only going to grow to be 5'8". But listen to Dad. You could be president one
That's average height.
President of the Glee Cubs. not the president of your local chapter.
President of the chess club.
You could be
You could be president of 5 Mu Alpha.
You could be
We done made
them high school fraternities and shit.
we about to end renegotiation.
Oh, we're gonna wrap this shit up, B.
Yeah. We ain't shot none of our sponsors out.
turn.
Oh, we're gonna wrap this shit up, B.
Yeah, we be.
So tell him why you mad, Keno.
I ain't mad. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in us black men as a whole in a lot of different situations because we really sit back and wait a lot. You know what I'm saying? And inside these situations, you know, that mentality started to pull off into who you influence. So if you got children, you start influencing your children hurry up and wait. They just wait. You know what I'm saying? You got your sons waiting. You know what I mean? Like the daughters are out there burning down the world, and your ass is waiting on them to say, "Yo, now come help me." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I just feel disappointed in that. So as you know what I'm saying, I just wish that we put more effort in what we said we wanted. You know what I'm saying? Doing it, just going out there trying to get it done, and talking about this is what I want to do. More doing, less talking about it.
All right, the Christ of curls, what you got?
I'm not necessarily mad about anything.
You ain't got to be mad. It's just closing final thoughts.
Okay. I'm not mad about anything. My final thoughts, yeah. You see,
It's always you niggas that use activator.
Just let your soul.
You getting these jokes today, niggas.
Max, you are my brother's age. Oh, nearly 10 years older than me. Why don't you have a beard yet?
Cause your girl like me without one.
I think what you need to do, you need to buy that beard oil from Unique Experience.
I'm going to get into it. Now I'm going to get into it.
Why do I need a beard to define me as a man?
All right, you're right.
You know what? I will say this. You can't grow hair, I mean, you got low teeth. But go ahead.
Hey, look, go ahead.
As I stroke my beard into the camera.
I'm going to say this. A nigga is mad hopeful for this year. If they do indict Trump or do whatever they do to Trump, whatever they're going to do, I just pray that the prices at the Trump Hotel on Michigan Avenue in Chicago comes down from $508 a night for the room to $380 a night a room, and I will be in Chicago during the winter.
That hotel's so fire. Oh my God.
That's what I'm gonna say, man. And this is why Big Meech can't. Them little niggas is robbing folks in front of the Trump in broad daylight, and they don't give a fuck. I'm telling you. And I still want to go.
It's a Chicago nigga off there.
I love Chicago.
You broke that nigga, you better say excuse me. You ain't lying. Them niggas fight over anything.
No, man, niggas dirty anyway, dog. You do me a favor.
Y'all know my daughter go with the school in Chicago. Stop.
Stop that shit.
Yeah, leave
Okay, Max.
Leave my.
They really
First of all, I want to say suggested, fuck you. I can't grow a beard, you asshole. Second of all, fuck you again. I can't think of anything else. Yes. And third of all, fuck you.
Yes, I win today.
Okay. Hi, everybody.
I still need.
Hello, guys.
My whole thing is, now that Trump is finally out of office, you know what I'm saying?
Still ain't getting a stimmy.
Still ain't. You're going to get that 1,400. You better smile and take it.
Oh my God, man.
My whole thing is, now that Trump is out of office, the main focus needs to be on what Biden is planning on doing. Okay?
We don't know what the fuck we want him to do, though.
We don't know what the fuck he wanted him to do, but at the same time, y'all can hold him accountable just like y'all held Trump accountable.
we
If
like him.
you're not gonna fucking do it, next go around when it's time for presidents to run, the same people that was like holding him like up on this pedestal and shit, and he literally did absolutely fucking nothing that benefited you. Y'all need to shut the fuck up.
2020.
Let these people pick who y'all hold accountable to.
2022. 2022.
My turn,
The word in the conversation. So my whole thing is focus on what this administration does. I don't want to hear shit else about what happened like in 2020 or all the way through his presidency. All right, focus on what Biden's doing now.
All right. Settle down. The white man has tolerance.
I'm speaking for the motherfuckers that ain't gonna say the shit that they want to say on Facebook.
All right. So, man, my final thoughts are, God loves you, so do I.
Jesus will.
In 2021, I want to see more black families made. So
Yes.
love each other. If you got a man, go back.
Ski.
Shit.
Ski.
Just tough it out. You are better with him than alone. I want to see more black families being made, period.
If this nigga don't sound like he on ready to lose.
Ain't even his kid.
This man sound like
supplies and you and
like
every
one
time
of the
that
commercials
nigga
do the Mad Party play.
no.
During the
All right,
DNC.
Keno, let's go.
God damn it.
Let's end this shit, man. Let's go.
All right, we finna wrap this thing
Yeah,
up.
well,
B.
you know what I'm saying? Well, we appreciate everybody who came out for us and not for
Baby,
us.
pass me the hookah. Hey.
Make sure that you like and subscribe. To,
We got a contest coming up,
You know what I'm
too.
saying? To
We got a fat man.
assholes and
We got a
numbers,
fat
the
guy
Executive
concert.
Art YouTube
Contest
channel.
coming up.
Yo, man, it's a cute ass hookah girl in here, too.
okay.
Pass me the hookah.
Go get it in a minute.
And at the bottom of that screen is the Cash App. If you feel.
Hey, drop it.
If you ever want to just, send a donation to your favorite
That's what I'm
assholes.
saying. If we've
Yeah.
ever brought you any kind of joy, hit the Cash App.
Yeah,
please.
we looking for. We looking to have a.
Before we leave, it's officially drifting season.
Now you watch your mouth right now. All right, so here's some of our latest work.
Executive art.
Executive art.
Okay.
This is the year of the woman, so these are literally the three most powerful women in the country right now.
Turn of the grift.
Literally the three most powerful women in the country right now. So man,
Show them the other shit. Show them the other shit.
and a little
Piece number 2.
And
a little history.
A little history.
Commander. Yeah. Stupenda. We love it.
That shit
I'm
look,
all for.
that shit look real nice in your mama house.
Yeah, right next to JFK and Dr. King.
Get it for your single auntie.
And coming soon is the one, we gonna cut Obama out, but the one when she holding hands with Obama. You remember that one? We gonna get that one out, but we cutting Obama out.
Get it for your auntie with all them campaign posters in her trunk.
And them cats.
Right. You know the one we talking about.
We trying to get that. We
Zeta.
trying to get these pictures to replace the picture of Jesus you got at home and the picture of John F. Kennedy.
Which one?
Yo. All right, y'all, we out of here. All right, peace.
Bye.
I feel sorry for your mother.
Shit, I'm gonna be on another.
Hey man, keep it up.
But none of them are under 5'10".
Don't stop.